He offered me $50 million to look two little girls in the eye and let them call me mommy. And God help me, I said yes. Because I was drowning, because my father was dying, and because the man standing in front of me, calm, composed, his jaw tight like he was holding back a tidal wave, looked me dead in the eyes and told me his wife was gone. Don't look away. I need you to understand exactly why I made the choice I made before you decide what kind of woman I am. This is a story about grief and desperation and a lie so clean, it nearly destroyed 3 lives. Stay with me, because you are absolutely not ready for how this ends. It started the way the worst things in life always do, with a coincidence so absurd you almost laugh. I was catering. That's what I did. 4 in the morning starts, hauling food across the city in a van that burned oil and rattled on the highway. That Saturday I had a delivery to the Vance estate, one of those properties in the hills where the driveway alone is longer than my whole apartment building. I had done enough high-end catering to know how to be invisible in a rich person's home. Eyes down, move quick, don't touch anything that isn't on your cart. I was standing in the foyer when one of the household staff walked in and stopped dead. She went white, not pale, white, like every drop of blood had drained from her face in a single second. She stared at me for what felt like a very long time, then turned and walked quickly out of the room without saying a single word. I stood there holding a tray of miniature crab cakes thinking I had done something wrong. 3 minutes later, Adrian Vance walked in. He was tall, dark-haired, the kind of man whose money was quiet rather than loud. He wore it the way you wear a skin, naturally, without thinking. But the expression on his face when he saw me was nothing like a man in control of anything. It was the face of someone who had just watched a dead person walk through the door. He stood there for almost a full minute without speaking. "I'm sorry," he finally said, and his voice was careful in the way you are careful around something fragile. "You look exactly like my wife." Not similar, not a passing resemblance, exactly, same bone structure, same coloring, same way I apparently tilt my head to the left when I'm confused, which I didn't even know I did until he told me. His wife had been gone for 8 months. He told me about his daughters over coffee in a kitchen that cost more than my father's entire house. Twins.